Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. You know, back in the 80s, there was a great comedy with Chevy Chase, Goldie Hawn, Charles Grodin called Seems Like Old Times. If you haven't seen it, rent it, buy it, watch it. Great movie. If you have seen it, you probably remember them talking about Aurora's Chicken Pepperoni. Well, nobody really knows what that dish is, but I think I nailed it. So we're doing Aurora's Chicken Pepperoni from Seems Like Old Time next. Stick around.
She's not going to make chicken pepperoni?
Nope, she's gonna have her feet scraped.
How long does it take to scrape feet?
Longer than it takes to make chicken pepperoni.
All right, let's get started on Aurora's Pepperoni Chicken from the movie Seems Like Old Times. I've got 2 cups of pepperoni that I've diced up, put in my food processor, and we're going to start processing it into a paste. You'll have to add a little bit of olive oil here and there to get it to the texture you want, which is a pasty texture. And once we get to the level we want, right there, we're going to take the pepperoni paste out of the food processor and put it into our little cup and set that aside until it's time to start building our dish. While I'm doing that, if you could please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends and family all about us, leave a comment if you can, and remember, hit that bell to stay up to date on newest recipes. Every Wednesday and Sunday at 11 Pacific time, they come out. I hope you're enjoying them. Alright, so let's get started. We're going to need to grate some cheese. You always want to grate your own cheese. Don't buy grated cheese. It's got that psyllium or whatever that product is that you don't want. So this is pepper jack cheese, and we're just going to grate that up about 2 cups worth. We'll put that in a bowl. And now I got little boats that I'm going to use. If you don't have the little boats, you can use a regular casserole dish. But I've got super thin sliced chicken breast. So I'm going to lay down a chicken breast. I'm going to spread some of the pepperoni paste on top of that chicken breast. Get it covered as much as possible. And once we get that covered, we'll set down another chicken breast on top of that. And then we'll go with some cheese on top of that breast. And we're basically just going to do a layer. So it'll be chicken, pepperoni spread, chicken, cheese, chicken, pepperoni spread, chicken, cheese. We're basically making a lasagna out of chicken, cheese, and pepperoni spread. So once we get that completed, we're going to pop those into the oven at 350 degrees for about 40 minutes. And I made, out of what I had, 2 boats of the pepperoni chicken. And like I said, if you don't have these little boats, a regular 8x8 baking dish will work. Casserole dish will work just fine. So we just go about have this one ready. And we'll make the next one. And then we're going to get these into the oven. Now next what we're going to need is some bell pepper. I chose red bell pepper. You can use whatever color you like. I just thought the red bell pepper would look cool. And 1 small white onion. So we're going to cut the bell peppers And then we're going to cut them julienne style. Just like that. And once we have all the bell peppers cut julienne, we're gonna dice up our onion. And then we'll place all this into a non-stick frying pan. And again, like I mentioned earlier, if you haven't seen the old movie, Seems Like Old Times, you really got to rent it or try to find it on Netflix or Prime. It is a classic comedy with Chevy Chase and Goldie Hawn. Can't beat it. Alright, we'll get these into the frying pan. Get them on some heat, about medium. Put a little bit of olive oil in there. And as far as seasoning, we're just going to go with fresh ground pepper and some sea salt. And we'll let those cook down for about 15-20 minutes. They should be finishing up right as our chicken dish is finishing up. And 45 minutes later, the chicken is done. You're going to have some grease in there, or oil in there, from the pepperoni. So I just poured that out, cleaned up my plate. Then I topped it off with the peppers. And you are ready to serve Aurora's pepperoni chicken from the movie Seems Like Old Time. Enjoy this dish.
Do you know how to make it?
No.
And we're in very big trouble.
I can make something else.
He doesn't want something else. He wants chicken pepperoni.
Then cancel the dinner.
Now he's making a special trip from Sacramento.
Just for chicken pepperoni?
No, to make me Attorney General, but he loves chicken pepperoni.